gonna be full of my knowledge. Don't worry about will I be known. Let's see how much of the earth is gonna know me. The earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord Yahweh, as the waters cover the sea. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 9.
And I, Yahweh ben Yahweh, called for a drought upon the land, and upon the mountains, and upon the corn, and upon the new wine, and upon the oil, and upon that which the ground bringeth forth, and upon men, and upon cattle, and upon all the labor of the hands.
The answer is in this parable. A certain man planted a vineyard and let it out to certain husbandmen. This man, having one son, sent him in the last day unto these husbandmen, saying, They will reverence my son. But those husbandmen said among themselves, This is the heir, come, let us kill him, and the inheritance is ours. So, what shall the owner of the vineyard do?
Yahweh controls nature, I control nature, and I'm upset. I want to see the Navy that can stop my floods. I want to see the Marine that can stop my tornado. I want to see the Army that can stop my insects attacking the crops of America. I want to see the Army that can stop my drought.
Yahweh shall come and destroy these husbandmen with drought, and all the nations that have drunken of her wine. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, according to Jeremiah 51:1-7.
On the continents of the earth, where they reverence not the laws of Yahweh, and his son, Yahweh ben Yahweh, shall this destruction come. We are assured that no one can prepare the world for a regime change like Yahweh, the Lord of the vineyard.
This is the Feast of Tabernacles. Even the
Shalom
stranger you can
and
come.
welcome
All other kings shall fall
to
down.
our 31st annual Holy Convocation. This is the tale versus the tale.
Let the saints say,
Now let us turn to Revelation chapter 12, verse 4. We should be able to conclude on this great red dragon in this verse tonight. We see that he used his tail to draw a third part of the stars of heaven. It drew. See, that means magnetism. that gives you the understanding that he didn't force anybody. Satan, the devil, the serpent, didn't force anybody. Let's look at verse 9 and see who he is. Read.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
So we're talking about the devil here in verse 4. Satan. We see this fellow is known by a lot of names. This proves that this fellow is hiding under other names today. In various parts of history, we see here in verse 9, he was known, he's an old serpent. See, the great dragon was not a young serpent. Been around a while. Old, you didn't say how old. Old. Whatever else is old, he's old. And we can trace him all the way back to the garden. This serpent has been around for 6,000 years. That's an old devil. He's been up to tricks for a long time. How can you, just born today, cope with a devil that has been putting tricks out for 6,000 years? He's so tricky that he has people in churches saying he's invisible. This devil is so shrewd now, he got people thinking he's invisible. Now that is a trick. Think about that for a moment. Evidently, he has not been invisible in all these different points at times. Because serpents aren't invisible. Dragons are not invisible. That's at least two things we can relate to in nature as an animal that's visible. So we see that along history's path, the devil has been very visible. But he's such a deceiver that until today, his agents, his angels, have gone around to help camouflage him. And his camouflage is in the mind. It's not in the bush and on the physical ground. But the camouflage is inside your head. He has you thinking he's one of you. Satan has you believing he's human. And you should have mercy on him as you do humans. He wants you to feel sorry for him. He will come and kill you and kill your children, and then his angels will come out and teach you, forgive him. But see, Satan wants you to feel sorry for him. And he got people teaching you, feel sorry for him. Don't kill him. Let the snake go so he can bite you again. Isn't that interesting? See, you're dealing with a mind thing. Satan is such a deceiver that if you fight to protect your property, he says you're taking the law in your own hand. But when he does it, he says that's the law. If you kill somebody protecting your home, he charges you with murder. When he kills somebody without a cause, they call it justifiable homicide. They are always justified. They always justify themselves. And if somebody raises enough hell and cause one of them to be arrested, they will, and go to trial, they'll hold themselves not with. And everybody in the world, I mean, you see this man just murdered one of our people, cold blood. They went to court and held themselves not guilty. And all who loved Satan went out in the street and said, forgive him. Don't get justice. Talk about a mind thing. He's able to camouflage himself. Can you see a little bit better? Not everybody can look and see this. Then somebody spread a little larceny in the paper and said, well, we hired a white lawyer. Why didn't we hire 2 black lawyers? I haven't bothered to write it yet, but if I decide to answer that, I will answer it thusly. I'm not here to save black, no way. You want to get mad all over again? Switch that off and get mad. I'm not here to save you because you're black. Oh, you don't like black men. Yesterday you were asking me, did I like white? You don't like white people? I love everybody. And I'm certainly not here to save you for black. Oh my God. I watch people that look like us, have our kind of skin color, don't want none of our books until they see white people take it. I watched that go down in the last 10 days. I watched it. I watched my people. They see, I watched them in the lines when we were giving out the literature of the truth of Yahweh on that side, where the wicked seek to destroy the followers of Yahweh. Blacks. And they saw all the white peoples and Cubans and Jews hands out the windows for blocks. Then here they come. My people are pitiful. All other nations, they'll read whatever's going on in the world just so they can know what's going on. It's an ignorant people that don't want to know what's happening. But if they thought white people were not going to receive my literature, white folks go crazy about my literature. They're so honored when I let them read something from me. And you should see my people until they see all these white folks taking my literature. When they see white people taking it, hey, bro, yeah, yo, bro. Isn't that sick? We went to one public place this week, and 4 women that looked like us, same color. They were just talking, running off at the mouth. So a Cuban walked up and said, you all haven't read what Yahweh had to say? Oh. So the Cuban woman said, well, Hebrew, give me one of those sheets. He gave her a sheet on what the followers Yahweh are about. She said, no, the one folded like a book. It was the wicked. So he gave her the one about the wicked secret. So she said, yeah, that's the one. Then she turned it on the back, and she gave to all 4 of the black ones. She said, now read it. But see, that's black devil too. White folks running everywhere hollering, Yahweh! Yahweh! We brothers Yahweh! Yahweh! I mean, all over. Y'all better hurry up. Come on with me before they... You won't have room to come. Yeah, all the nations are going to come. I'm going to show you. Yeah. have 99 nations that's just waiting to steamroll over you. And they're all my people. Every one of those nations are my people, and I am their God. They already know Yahweh's name. They know the sign that when I put you in white, that's the sign that I'm resurrecting you. That's the end. This is the end time. Oh yes, Yahweh. And I have called my Father's name to be glorified all over the planet. Yes. And all my people, you take right here in Miami, there's not a black person in Miami that can have an excuse to say they don't know Yahweh's name. They have run our name and Yahweh's name in every paper, from headlines to local news, all TV channels and all radio programs, talk show and otherwise. Every single day, the Yahweh, the Yahweh, the Yahweh. So if you had never heard it from us, you've heard it from them. Yahweh. Yahweh members. The Yahweh. The Yahweh cult. Yahweh sect. You heard the name. That's all that counts. The name. Yahweh. Oh yeah, you heard it. Now what's your excuse? You only reflect that you're mentally dead if you have not picked up your dictionary, encyclopedia, and looked this name up. It's in your newspaper. Have you looked it up? World, as you listen to my voice, have you looked it up? If you've looked it up, then you know it's the name of the God of Israel. And apparently, you have not discovered, unless you search the book, the reference book, that Yahweh is the God of the Bible. Yes, sir. That's his name. Yes. We who've done our research cannot be separated away from Yahweh. That's impossible. Then why is he writing, trying to dishonor the name Yahweh? Why is he doing this? He must be trying to prevent you who have not researched from coming. That can be the only reason that he would attack the name Yahweh. Because it doesn't do any good to attack his name on us. We know his name is Yahweh. I mean, we've seen it ourselves in books. I mean, too right. He thought, when he saw some people that he thought was Hebrews leave, that he thought they were Hebrews. Hey, everybody has a right to come in here and want to hear. Anybody want to hear? You're free to come in here. Some people put on white. They don't be right, but they put on white. But after a while, they decide to leave. They never were one of us. Because if you're one of us, you cannot leave. It's not in your heart that wants to leave. So we're dealing with a mind thing. We're dealing with magnetism. Look up the word draw. Satan didn't use his head, he used his tail to draw. Uh-oh. That opens up a thought. You better take a heavy note on that. Satan used his tail, not his head. See, that's wide open. Most of our people are still hung up on his tail. He's using his tail today to draw. Right now we'll check out draw. Yes, ma'am.
Draw. To pull something toward or after.
To pull something toward. It was not to pull our bodies toward him. But Satan used his tail to pull our mind away from who? Yahweh. In the garden, until Satan made his appearance, we were worshiping, serving, obeying Yahweh. But Satan came and pulled our mind toward himself. And he used his tail to get it done. Come on.
Draw, to pull or move something in a given direction.
To move something in a predetermined direction. See, they didn't know the direction in which they were going, but it was given. Satan gave them direction. Pulled them in a given direction. He gave them the direction he wanted them to go, which was away from Yahweh. And he used his tail to do it. Come on.
To pull or move something in a given direction or to a given position.
Or to a given position. We didn't know or understand the position that Satan was pulling us toward. We knew we had a law from Yahweh that said, don't eat of that tree. Satan turned around and said, come on, no, don't worry about it. Now in Genesis 2:17, it's very clear here, and we're going to take a look at it. What is it that Satan wanted to get us away from? And what did he want us to eat of? Read.
But of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die.
There's no record of death from the beginning until we listen to Satan. So Satan, knowing that this is a mind thing, wanted to pull our minds away from life. And he succeeded here in America of making us mentally dead. So Satan's game is to pull you from life. His gift is death. Satan's gift is death. Yahweh called the tree he gave us to eat of the tree of life. So Yahweh's gift is life. Satan's gift is death. Hebrews 2:14. Read.
For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil.
So, in Revelation 12:4, his purpose for drawing the stars of heaven is to give you what? Death. That's what he has power over. To give you death, to draw you to death. And if you fear death, in Hebrews 2:15, you will spend your whole lifetime in bondage. Those of us that are unafraid of him, we're faithful to Yahweh unto death. Then we have life eternal. Revelation 2:10. Yes, Yahweh. You got to understand what Satan's trying to do to you here. You don't want to just read Revelation 12 like a fantasy story. If you want to understand what's going on here. I didn't know I was going to be this deep in verse 4. Thought we were going to jump on the 5, but I see we need to spend a few minutes. All right, read verse 10.
Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried.
What's the purpose of him putting you in prison? Try you. Test you. That's his game. To see will you crack. Or will you remain faithful to Yahweh? He knows what's coming up in the day that I'm here. He knows if you remain faithful to me, I'm going to set you free. So he can only do what he does for the length of time he's in power. I'm here to break his power. At the moment I break his power, all my children and children will come out. Because I'm in power. What's the only way that he can put you in prison? He's in power. Nothing like learning for yourself what's being asked of us here. In Revelation 12:4, see, this great dragon drew the third part of the stars of heaven.
Draw, to take or pull out, as from a scabbard or holster.
To pull out of something. Well, Satan succeeded. He pulled us out of the garden. We were in the garden. And we listened to him, and he drew us right on out. Come on.
To cause to flow forth.
We flowed forth away from the garden. Our minds flowed away from Yahweh. Our minds flowed away from the tree of life. All right.
To suck or take in air.
To suck or take in. See, to suck reminds you of the only thing that really sucks basically is when you take in milk to sustain your life. So we suck from the breast of Satan, which is symbolic of his ideas, and that became a part of us, and so we left Yahweh. We took Satan's ideas into our mind, and that made us antithetical to Yahweh.
To displace a specified depth of water in floating.
We have been displaced. Israel is our land, but Jews are there. We've been displaced. Israel is our land, and the Romans are there. Israel is our land, and the Babylonians were there. Israel is our land, and the Medes and the Persians were there. We've been displaced. Why have we been displaced? Because we turned, we allowed our minds to be drawn after Satan.
To cause to move as by leading.
To move by someone leading you. When we turn our back on Yahweh, disobeyed him, and ate of the tree he told us not to. The the serpent, the devil, the old dragon, became what? Our leader. You have not heard the name Yahweh until I come and manifest it. Now that you've heard the name, and then as you wake up mentally, you look back and discover who your leader is, or was. Who was your leader? Satan. If you're not in Yahweh, who is your leader? Satan. Because the book says he deceived the whole world, so that's your leader. And notice, my people are real strange. When you go to them with Yahweh, they're not concerned about, what does Yahweh think about Chinese people? In all 7 years of my teaching, I never heard them ask once, can Chinese people be saved? They only want to know if one person on earth can be saved. Their leader. Can my leader be saved? They don't ask, can Japanese people be saved? I've never heard them ask. Can South Americans be saved? Can Eskimos be saved? They don't care about Eskimos. They just want to know, can one person on earth be saved? They don't even ask, can my mama be saved? These are strange people. They're not concerned about their mama. Isn't that peculiar? The people to whom we have been slaves are the only ones we want to be saved. Before my people ask, can they be saved? They don't ask you, hey, Yahweh, can I be saved? Hey, I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about white people. I want to know, can white people be saved? I don't want to be nowhere where white people are not. Why is it that my people don't care about all the other colors? Why are not my people concerned about the black, the brown, the red, and the yellow? Why are they only concerned about the white? And yet they say they love everybody. But there's no questions about everybody. I only ask, why are my people in such a pitiful state that they only want one people to be saved? You don't want nobody to be saved but white people. That eliminates you. See, if you don't want nobody to be saved but white people, what are you going to do? Drawn. Well, our minds have really been drawn. Look who our leader is. I come to give you your original leader back. What's his name? Yahweh. That's the one that gave you life eternal from the beginning until you decided to listen to your leader. He used his tail to draw your mind away from Yahweh and became your leader through his tail. So to keep you blind, deaf, dumb, ignorant, and dead, and a slave, he drew you with his tail. So that you would become what? The tail. and he would be the head, the ruler over you. See, he had to draw you away from Yahweh first. Then he could kill you, which he did. He killed you mentally. His power, death is his power. The death is not, he can't kill your body and your soul. So he's relegated, he's limited to your mind. So Yahweh is in control of the body and the soul. So Yahweh can take the soul and just incarnate you again. That's how we're here now. See, they thought they killed you, but don't you hear us? Here we are. The agreement was made with you back in Horeb. You that are alive here today, the agreement was made with you. So we see in Revelation 12:4, it's about the mind. Draw.
Draw. To induce to act.
To induce. See, Satan induced you. And so you know you got to look up induce. You know I'm not going to go for that. All right, teach me, baby. Induce.
Induce. To lead or move by influence or persuasion.
Woo! Did you hear that? Look what Satan, the devil, the serpent, the great red dragon is standing in front of me to try to get you to do with that false propaganda. See what they're trying to get the people to do? They're trying to induce them away from me. They're trying to persuade them. You that have not made up your mind about following me yet, they're trying to persuade you not to. They're trying to alter your natural inclination to come to Yahweh. So they're playing a mind game with you on words. They know what they have put into your mind. They know the direction of your mind because they don't want to brainwash it. So one of the things they know they taught you to be an individualist. You know, me, myself, and I'm going to get all I can for me. They know they taught you that. So they write in the newspaper, all who join the sect, the Hebrew sect, whatever, the Yahwehs, have to give up their homes and their cars, and their jobs and their TV sets. You have to give up your wives and husbands, and they tell you when they have sex. So you know you're not going for that, boy. That house might be one thing, but somebody be messing with your sex, man. You just, I ain't going down there. You know what I mean? No way, Jose. See, that's trying to persuade. What does induce me? Read that part again.
Induce. To lead or move by influence.
They try to influence what?
Or persuasion.
They try to lead you, influence your mind away from Yahweh by talking about stuff, making up lies of what goes on here. Right? To influence your mind away from God. And when they said sex, they hit something good then. People say, I ain't going down there. Let that man get hold of my mind and mess with my sex. No. Praise Yahweh. You go Yahweh, I'm going my sex way. That devil knows what he's doing. He knows that's a lie. But he knows he's trained you to listen to lies. He already knows that. And he has people convinced that if you come to Yahweh, you gave up your home, your house, your car, your job, your shoes, your socks, your TV. Yet he turns around and says it's about 400 that stay in here. But in the paper, he said there are 4,000 or 12,000 Hebrews. He said there's 12,000 in Miami alone. Now, if there's only 400 living in here in white, where are those other 12,000 living? Nobody thought to ask, what are all these other people living in? If we could think, we'd all be following Yahweh. He knows he didn't teach you to think. He just tell a lie. Now, how many can see the lie? It's so clear that's just a foolish thing to say. So he hates to see are those of us who have given up all to follow Yahweh. Those of us who have decided to be dedicated, holy, and a holy vessel for the exclusive use of Yahweh only. We don't have to work for you if we don't want to. We can make our own way if we want to. He can't stand no example like that going on. So he prints a bunch of lies to induce you, lead you, influence you. What? Your mind. To Yahweh or away from? Away from. So whatever you read in the newspaper, it's never to guide you to me. It's to guide you away. They have my books, they have all my literature, they show it on television, but they don't play it. They don't preach when I teach. Just like in the Bible, the preachers don't preach what the book says. They talk about somebody. They talk about us, they talk about me, but they don't talk what I teach. You notice that? Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. All right, that's what it's about. See, notice Revelation 12 and 4 is a mind game. Who would ever dream about this tale? Induce.
To prevail upon.
To prevail upon. Don't give you a break. Come on, smoke this cigarette. I've never smoked. You've never tried it? Try it. But it caused lung cancer. Oh, everybody got it now. So. Try it. But it's produced a habit. Oh, man, you quit. I quit many times. Take a drink. Take a drink. Come on. No, you think it tastes bad? No, you don't have to try no vodka yet. I admit vodka's strong. It takes your breath, boy. That's 100 proof. That's rough stuff. Let me tell you what you do. Try this cocoa. Try this liqueur. Try this mint julep. Try this sweet tasting stuff. You like sugar? Look, just sip it. You get one of those slip up on your hives. That's called prevailing up on you. Trying to influence your mind. Trying to get you to do what you know